down.
Thank you.
Let's see. We have Christianne Beebe, and then Travis Flora is on deck. Travis Flora is on deck.
Mr. Chairman, I appreciate the opportunity to address you on the topic of school funding and teacher compensation. My name is Christianne Beebe, and I've been a 4th and 5th grade teacher in Brownsburg Community Schools for almost 18 years. I'm in a different situation than some other teachers testifying here today. Brownsburg is correctly seen as one of the best paying districts in the state. However, while my pay itself has remained higher than most, those pay increases have still come at a cost. Here are some of the things that have been lost over my 18 years of teaching. In order to have money for teacher salary increases, my district reduced or eliminated several support staff positions. This has increased my workload by about 90 hours per year, cutting into my own family time and into time I previously spent volunteering after school with student organizations. In addition to reducing support staff positions, my district also cut all elementary assistant principal positions a few years ago. Teachers lost someone who used to lighten our loads by handling student discipline issues and logistical matters for us. Teachers lost money for classroom supplies. Up until about 10 years ago, every elementary classroom teacher in the district was given $250 per year to buy supplies. We're now given less than $30. Of course, many teachers in districts around the state get nothing. There used to be enough funding for teachers in my district to attend multiple professional development workshops and trainings per year. All of those opportunities have essentially been lost. Budget cuts also mean that the number of field trips students take has been cut by almost 80%. They've lost valuable opportunities to see learning in action and apply their lessons to real-world experiences. Students have also been impacted by the elimination of elementary foreign language programs, the replacement of licensed librarians with aides, and steep participation fees being added to most clubs and other extracurricular activities. When local control is touted as a solution to the teacher pay crisis instead of additional state funding, teachers may gain a pay increase but will undoubtedly lose support staff, administrative help, smaller class sizes, professional development, and more to the local spending cuts required to give teachers that pay increase. An increased tax credit for teachers to purchase classroom supplies in lieu of more money for teacher salaries ignores the fact that teachers shouldn't have to spend hundreds of dollars a year out of our pockets to purchase equipment and books and pencils for our students. Leaving teacher pay increases up to chance with a local referendum is supposed to be another option, and Brownsburg did hold a referendum vote in 2015. We lost the vote, but probably even more significantly, the heated referendum campaign that pitted neighbor against neighbor, our town government against school leaders, and businesses against education advocates left us with a fractured community and scars that still exist 4 years later. While my salary as a teacher in Brownsburg certainly is among the best in the state, I am still making less money in 2019 than a teacher in Brownsburg with the same years of experience would have made back in 2011. Not in adjusted for inflation dollars, but in actual dollars. Our government leaders make it sound like it isn't possible for a budget to include both money for teacher salary increases across the state and money to address the problems I've noted that have also developed due to a lack of funding. However, I once was a well-paid Indiana suburban public educator who also had those additional supports that served me and my students well. My husband was a well-paid Indiana urban public school teacher who also had the appropriate resources to better meet the needs of his students. Questions about how the state will find the money to fully fund public education ignore the fact that this state used to do it. It clearly is possible. It used to be our reality. Please make it happen again. I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have, and I thank you for your time.
Okay, very good. Thank you for being here today. Any committee member questions? Thank you for your testimony.
Thank you.
We have Travis